Hello, Tanggiri Renzolape. Ayan. And Mulberry Time. Hello. Ayan, pa-share ng live, pa-share ng live. Tamarind Pond, Tanggili Renzolape. Tanggili Alisuso. Ayan, pa-change ng name mo. Okay, are you ready with your notebook, guys? Are you ready? Hello, Emily Lowland. Ayan, type ready sa notebook ninyo and ballpen. And para kung may question kayo mamaya with regards sa video class, you can ask question. Hello, Dorothy. Ayan, na-on mo ang dollar, Dorothy. Dorothy, walang dollar sign. Walang dollar. Hello, bye, Junrel. Tanggili Caballes. Zaya Drilon. Ayan, ang Zaya, iuna mo yung section mo. Zaya Drilon, iuna mo yung section mo. Hello, Louie Orkina. Louie Orkina, anong section mo? Jmar Hapa, yung profile mo, dili pa na change. Jessica, yan pa change ng profile. Pa-change ng profile. Change your profile, change your name. No need magpaila-ila, no. Kailangan mo na inyong pangalan. Louie. Nasa GC. Uy, Josh na, naunsa naman ang tawo na imong pangalan dira. Joshua De Leon. Nag-plus-plus man ka dira, naunsa man na. Tanawa ilaha, oh. Nanong nag-logo plus section plus apelyido man ka dira. Okay, everybody, 24 million in the house, pa-share. Pa-share, saan kayo nag-share ng live natin? Ayan. Pa-share ng live. Ang Gili Umboy, hello. Na-on mo na ang dollar mo, Dorothy. Walay dollar, Dorothy. Walay ads. Emily Lumen, pa-change ng profile at name niyo.
Hello.
Wat ka dira, Lumen, ilabay ta ka sa dagat, bro. I-change mo ang profile pic. I-change mo ang profile pic tapos ang gatag lang ang instruction. Yan, si Rambutan. Ayan, nakapasok si Rambutan. Rambutan tea? Oh my gosh. Ayan. O, bakit oh my gosh? Ayan, si Rambutan tea nakapasok. Ayan. Prepare your notebook, guys. Ayan. Okay, saglit lang ang live natin. Bukas 1 p.m. po ang final video class ng Music and Arts. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. sa channel ko. Ayan, narinig nyo? Tomorrow, 1 p.m. ang final video class ng Music and Arts. Okay, narinig nyo? Type yes kung narinig. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. sa channel ko. Final video class ng Music and Arts. Okay? Dapat may mga take down notes kayo para may mga additional grade kayo. Lagyan ng date ngayon. Tapos bukas. Iba na naman bukas, guys.
Everyone, another lesson for today. And our most essential learning competencies for this lesson are competencies 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. But anyway, let's connect our previous lesson in arts to our new lesson for today.
1. Arts and Crafts of Ilocos Region and Cordillera Administrative Region, or CAR.
Our competency for this lesson are
Analyzes elements and principles of arts in the production of one's arts and crafts inspired by the arts of Luzon, Highlands, and Lowlands.
Number 2 identifies characteristics of arts and crafts in specific areas in Luzon. For example, the paper mache taka from Paite, Ifuga wood sculpture, the bulul, Cordillera jewelry and pottery, tattoo, and Ilocos weaving. Weaving and pottery. Our competency number 3 reflects on and derive the mood, idea, or message emanating from selected artifacts and art objects. Number 4 competency appreciates the artifacts and art objects in terms of their uses and their distinct use of art elements and principles. Number 5 incorporates the design, form, and spirit of the Highland, Lowland artifact and object in one's creation. Number 6 competency traces the external and internal influences reflected in the design of an artwork and in the making of a craft or artifact. Number 7 creates crafts that can be locally assembled with local materials guided by local traditional techniques. Number 8 competency discusses the elements from tradition, history of a community for one's artwork. Our number 9 competency shows the relationship of the development of crops in specific areas of the country according to functionality, traditional specialized expertise, and availability of resources. And our last competency shows the relationship of Luzon, Highlands, and Lowlands arts and crafts to Philippine culture, traditions, and history, particularly the Islamic influences, Spanish heritage, and American legacies in education, business, modernization, and entertainment, as well as in indigenous practices, fiestas, and religious and social practices. But before we proceed to our lesson of the arts and crafts of Ilocos and Car, we will review first the basic elements and principles of arts. So let's start learning on the elements of arts. What do you think is the common thing that you can notice? Yes, it's line. And artwork are made up of different lines. Each of these pictures shows similar thing, but one main idea that differentiates them is how the artist used lines in that artwork. Line is one of the 7 elements of arts. Among them are the shape, color, texture, form, value, and space. These 7 elements are the building blocks of all art, and are a great way to start in analyzing.
Drop the elements of arts. What are the elements of art that is shown in the board? What are the elements of arts that is shown in the board? Ayan, nauna si Tamarin Pon. Hello, Jessa Maranan Channel. Ayan.
Or interpreting a work of art. Line is a point created when one object moves from one point to another. In the visual art, line can be horizontal, vertical, diagonal, straight, curve, or freeform.
Sama-sama tayo sa lakas. Stay strong and sure good.
Freeform. They can be thick or thin, light or dark. Sometimes, when line can be all of this thing, it will create an art. What quality do you see in this line? How would you describe them? Every artist has its unique way of applying these lines. It's one way of expressing our individual style. The next element of the art is the shape. When the beginning of a line connects with its own ends or intersects along with another, it creates shape. Shapes are enclosed in two-dimensional space. That means depth, length, and width. They are always flat. There are countless shapes that we can divide into two main categories: geometric shapes and organic shapes. Geometric shapes can be determined mathematically. They are known as regular shapes. They always have a specific name, such as circle, square, or rectangle, and they can be often seen in nature. The second category of shape is the organic shape. It can be found in the nature like leaves or water. They are irregular, really curvy. We have names for specific organic shapes such as stars, moon, or heart, but most of them length and width. They are always flat. There when the beginning of a line connects with its own ends or intersect along with another, it creates shape. Shapes are enclosed in two-dimensional space. That means depth, length, and width. They are always flat. There are countless shapes that we can divide into two main categories: geometric shapes and organic shapes. Geometric shapes can be determined mathematically. They are known as regular shapes. They always have a specific name, such as circle, space. That means depth, length, and width. They are always flat. There are countless shapes that we can divide into two main categories: geometric shapes and organic shapes. Geometric shapes can be determined mathematically. They are known as regular shapes. They always have a specific name, such as circle, square, or rectangle, and they can be often seen in nature. The second category of shape is the organic shape. It can be found in the nature like leaves or water. They are irregular, really curvy. We have names for specific organic shapes such as stars, moon, or heart, but most of them doesn't have a name. The third element of art is the color. Color is created when light strikes an object and reflects back into your eyes. All colors comes from the three primary colors, and it can also be seen in black and white. The primary colors are red, yellow, and blue. You can now make a primary color. Primary colors are mixed together to create another color, like the secondary colors. The secondary colors are combinations of two of the primary colors in equal amounts. Red plus yellow equals orange. Yellow plus blue equals green. And blue plus red equals purple. Tertiary colors are a combination of primary color and secondary color. When you are making a tertiary color, the primary color is always named first, such as red-orange and yellow-orange. Altogether, they form a color wheel. The color wheel organizes a color. The circle shows the relationship between the colors. The next element is the texture. Texture is something that feels or looks like, or as if you might feel, as if it was touched. The feelings of textures are hard or soft, rough or smooth, matte or glossy. Texture can be actual or implied. You can create a texture for a person to actually feel on the artwork surface. Or you can use drawing technique to make a flat artwork appear to be textured. Another element of art is the form. Form must have a height, width, and depth. It's three-dimensional. There are two types of form, the geometric form and the organic form. The geometric form has a specific name such as cone, cubes, or pyramid. They are typically man-made, while the organic form don't have a specific name. Forms can be created in actual or implied way. In actual way, some freestanding sculpture taking three-dimensional space so they can be viewed from any angle. And for the implied way, some other sculpture consists of sculptural three-dimensional elements attached to a solid background. Another element of art is the value. Value is how light or dark a color looks like. It is used to break an object like a three-dimensional. The value scale shows you the value of white to black. Tint is a color mixed of white. So we can see red becomes pink and blue becomes light blue. In value, there is also shade. Shade is a color mixed with black. Tone is also present in value because tone produced by mixing a color with gray. See, you can change the value of the color through tinting, shading, and toning. And the last element of art is space. Space is the area where artwork is placed. It can be within an artwork like a drawing or a painting, and also contains surrounding area of artwork. There are three types of space. We have the positive, negative, and white. Positive space is created in the areas that are occupied by an object, and the negative space can be seen around the object. And the white space are created space between the objects. Using the space of the object is what we call composition. Depending on how you use the space, we can fill it. It's either a crowded, open, orderly, chaotic, or playful. Artists uses several techniques to create the illusions of space within the two-dimensional artwork. Relative size, varying use and values, contrast of focus and blur, overlapping, different placement, and the use of one or two perspective gives the three-dimensional of space. Perspective is a volume of space or three-dimensional object on a flat surface. On a parallel line, extend from an object and meet together on a horizontal line. That is a vanishing point. A drawing has a one-point perspective when it contains only one vanishing point on a horizontal line. A two-point perspective uses two vanishing points on a horizontal line. And we can create now something interesting artwork through various activities. Since we are done reviewing the elements of arts and the principles of arts design, I will bring you now to Ilocos region. Ilocos region It is an administrative region of the Philippines, designated as Region 1, occupying the northwestern section of Luzon. The region comprises four provinces. Number 1 is the Ilocos Norte, number 2 is the Ilocos Sur, number 3 is the La Union, and number 4 is the Pangasinan. Now let's see the beautiful sceneries of the Ilocos region. Ilocos Norte. Ilocos Sur, La Union, and Pangasinan. Now, after seeing some of the most beautiful sceneries of the Ilocos region, we will now proceed to the arts and crafts of the Ilocos region. And now, we will see some of the architectural designs from the Ilocos region, their textile, pottery, weaving, foods, and delicacies. Vigan, considered as the Intramuros of the North, retains the Spanish colonial architecture along its narrow and cobblestone streets known as Calle Crisologo. You can see these old Spanish type houses have huge, high pitched roofs, large and rectangular living rooms that are made of adobe, bricks, lime, terracotta, hardwood floors, and windows of copy shells framed in wooden window panels. Luna, bahay na bato, pebbles, and stone art, is now one of the most visited tourist destinations by both local and foreign tourists in the region. It was opened for public only last 2015. The uniqueness of this stone house soon attracted tourists and travelers alike, and the owner of the house, the nobles, allowed visitations after the structure was declared a tourist site by the municipal government under Mayor Victor Marvin Maroon. Let's proceed to the textile of Ilocos. Inobel is a hand-weaving technique of the Ilocanos that is produced using traditional wooden looms. The designs represent different meanings. The dizzying binakul weave represents the wave of the sea. They believe that this design protects them from bad spirits. The Inobel designs are inspired by the natural elements patterns that depict different landforms and colors of flowers and vegetations, played zigzags, animal patterns, the ocean waves, or the glittering night sky. And now we have the pottery for the Ilocos. The Burnay is a glazed earthen jar with a small opening. It is used for storage of water and rice grains, and as a container for salt, brown sugar, basi or local wine, and the bagoong or the fermented fish. The designs are simple. Sometimes curved patterns can be found around the shoulders of the jar. They also prick the jar with a stick while it is still soft to make the surface more interesting. Now let's proceed to the weaving of Pangasinan. The arts and crafts of Pangasinan include the smoothly woven bulinaw mats made from the buri or raffle leaves and the bamboo crafts like baskets furniture of San Carlos. Go, go, go now! And let's taste the foods and delicacies from the Ilocos region. After traveling and studying the arts and crafts of Ilocos region, we will now proceed to Cordillera Administrative Region. The following are the Highlands of Luzon under the Cordillera Administrative Region, or CAR. Kalinga. The southern Kalinga women wear the wrap-around skirt or tapis called kaid, which reaches below the knee. It is characterized by a red stripe, white and yellow, and black geometrical patterns. The northern Kalinga women wear saya, an ordinary women's skirt, covering the knees to feet. The colors used in their textile have cultural meanings. Red signifies bravery, black is for the soul or land, white is for the flowers of the coffee trees, yellow is for the sand, and green is for the mountains. The basketry of Kalinga shows their craftsmanship. The lava is a bowl-shaped basket made from rattan with sizes that varies. Tattooism is another form of art in Kalinga. It may serve as part of clothing, decorations, signifies a rite of passage from youth to adulthood, mark heroism, bravery, and status in the community. Apo Wang-od, born on February 17, 1917, also known as Maria Ugay, is a Filipino artist from Buscalante, Tinglayan, Kalinga, Philippines. She is often described as the last and the oldest mangbabato or the traditional Kalinga tattooist and is part of the Butbut people of the largest Kalinga ethnic group. Ulul is a wooden sculpture that represents the rice granary spirits. It is used as rituals and performed to call the ancestors to protect the rice field from pestilence and to ask for abundance of harvest. The amulets of the Ifugao is called Lingling-o or Dinumo. These are made from jade, gold, copper, bronze, stone, and other materials.
New Andin Gold 5X with MFGM Active plus more nutrients para sa lakas at iksi.
The people of Buntuk are also skilled weavers. They weave different textiles from blankets to clothing. Wanis, it is a men's traditional attire. Lufid, a short and narrow wrap-around skirt used by a woman. The nature of buntoks creates their textile patterns through the ikat, a weaving method. It is the process of tying and dyeing the thread to prepare the patterns before they are woven into a textile. The province is also known for their burial clothes, kadangyan, woven by female elders. Abra, the Tengians weave textiles for clothes and blankets. They are noted for their white textiles with horizontal stripes found in the edges, like this in the bangkudo or wrap-around skirt, or vertical stripes in the center like those found in the balwase or female blouse. And now, we are through exploring the arts and crafts of Ilocos region and the Cordillera Administrative region. Before we proceed to our evaluation, I want you to remember this line. A man paints with his brain and not with his hands. This is an important statement that mirrors the fact of art making. That art is not merely just a product of a skillful hand, but if once a creative mind expresses his experiences, visions, and adventures, that inspires him to express his feelings. This activity will test your artistry. For those who have modules right now, you may answer this in your modules. And for those who don't have a module, you may use this template and answer this on a long carbon band and compile for submission. Activity 1. Directions. Choose the best possible answer. Write only the letter of the correct answer on your answer sheet. Number 1. It is located in Olongapo City, Zambales, and was built in 1885 and served as the entrance to the original Spanish naval station that provided repair, ammunition, supply, and medical support for ships. A. Calle Crisologo. B. Spanish Gate. C. Tamawini Church. And D. Abukay Church. Number 2. Considered as the wood carving capital of the Philippines, located at Laguna, which is popular for the carvings of saints and other religious images, decorative carvings of floral patterns, and geometric designs. A. Masinloc. B. Nueva Ecija, C. Paete, or D. Abukay. Number 3. A wooden sculpture that represents the rice granary spirits and is used in rituals that are performed to call the ancestors to protect their rice fields from pestilence and to ask for an abundant harvest. A. Higantes, B. Bulul, C. Giant lantern, or D. Kalye Crisologo. Number 5. They are puppets rendered as man or woman in various costumes, and their faces give a commanding look with their hands on their waist. A. Higantes, B. Bulul, C. Giant lantern, or D. Kalye Crisologo. And now, here's the architectural design of the Highlands and Lowland of Luzon. Calle Crisologo is a narrow and cobblestone 15th century Spanish street in Vigan, Ilocos, and is considered to be one of the heritage sites in the Philippines. Tamuini Church is a Baroque church that was built in 1873 and can be found in municipality of Tamini, Isabela. Spanish Gate, located in Ilonggo City, Zambales, was built in 1885 and served as the entrance to the original Spanish naval station that provides repair, ammunition, supply, and medical support for ships. The San Andres Apostol Parish Church, popularly known as Masinloc Church, is a 19th century Baroque church located at Barangay South Poblacion, Masinloc, Zambales. Parish of the Three Kings in Gapan City is a Roman Catholic church built in 1800s and is one of the biggest and oldest churches in Nueva Ecija. The Saint Dominic de Guzman Parish Church, also known as Abukay Church, is a 17th century Baroque church located at Barangay Laon, Abukay, Bataan, Philippines. For the sculpture of the Highlands and Lowland of Luzon, here's the bulul, a wooden sculpture also known as bulul or tinagtagu that represents the rice granary spirits that guard the rice crop of Ifugaos. Paete wood carving. Paete in Laguna is considered as the wood carving capital of the Philippines. Paete is popular for the carving culture of saints and other religious images, decorative carvings of floral patterns, and geometric designs. Another one is the Higantes. Higantes are big papier-mâché caricatures of humans that represent farmers and fishermen. But according to stories, the original Higantes were representation of hacienderos during the Spanish colonial period. The Higantes are rendered as a man or woman in various costumes. The earliest higantes are composed of a father, mother, and a child. It originated in the art capital of the Philippines, the Angono Rizal province. Activity 2, Identification. Identify the pictures of churches from Isabela, Nueva Ecija, Bataan, and Zambales. Give the name of the church, the place of its origin, and the elements of arts and principles of design used for every churches. Activity 3 for Competency 2 identifies characteristics of arts and crafts in specific areas in Luzon. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. And number 5. For activity 4 of competency 3, reflects on and derive the mood, idea, or message emanating from the selected artifacts and arts objects. The activity is all about the slogan making. Mechanics. Create a poster slogan promoting and preserving the arts and traditions of Luzon. The slogan shall be written in English or in Tagalog. Materials: coupon band, marker, pencil, crayons, or oil pastel. One example of the arts and crafts of Luzon is the lantern from Pampanga. Pampanga is known for its giant lanterns or parol. The parols are used to adorn houses, streets, and buildings, not only in Pampanga but all over the Philippines during Christmas season. The next one is the singkaban, is the local term for bamboo arches designed with kayas or wood shaving. These are used as decorative arches that adorn the entrance of a barangay or town during fiestas and other grand celebrations. Activity 5 of Competency 4 appreciates the artifacts and art objects in terms of their uses and their distinct use of art elements and principles. Appreciates Luzon's best arts and crafts of Highlands and Lowlands by creating a photo collage. Materials needed: pictures of arts and crafts of Luzon, tape or glue, coupon band, ruler, and scissors. When doing this activity, apply the elements and principles of arts. Activity 6, Competency 5. Our topic for this is the arts and crafts of Cagayan Valley and Central Luzon, particularly the Batanes. This incorporates the design, form, and spirit of the Highland, Lowland artifact and object in one's creation. Activity 6, My Dream House, inspired by the vatan houses. Activity 7 of Competency 6 traces the external, foreign, and internal or indigenous influences reflected in the design of an artwork and in the making of a craft or artifact. Our activity 7 is all about vlogging. Number 1. The vlog entry must be in English. Number 2. The vlog must not contain dirty, foul, and offensive language. Number 3. The vlog is all about the four churches, the Tumini Church, San Andres Apostol Parish, Parish of the Three Kings, and Abukay Church. Number 4. The content of the vlog must be Part 1 is the self-introductory. Year was built, media materials, district feature and design, and the part 3, trace the elements of arts by describing the different elements and principles designs apply. Next is our activity 8, competency 7. Creates crafts that can be locally assembled with local materials guided by local traditional techniques. Our activity 8 is all about pot making. Make your own pot or jar using a clay or any available material you can use in pottery making. Video this activity for submission. Our activity 9 of competency 6 discusses the elements from traditions history of a community for one's artwork. In this activity, you're going to make your own textile design in a long coupon band, applying the different elements and principles of arts inspired by the textile of Kalinga, Ilocos, and Nueva Vizcaya. Our activity 10 of competency 9 shows the relationship of the development of crops in specific areas of the country according to its functionality, traditional specialized expertise, and availability of resources like the pottery, weaving, jewelry, and baskets. Our activity 10 is all about the tattoo making. You can make use of a pentel pen in doing your own tattoo design. Procedure. Look for a family member as a model for this activity. Draw your chosen design on his or her left and right arm. Leave the hands and fingers blank. After finishing your design, take a picture of your model with his or her new tattoo. And for our last activity for this lesson, activity 11, competency 10, shows the relationship of Luzon, Highlands and Lowlands, arts and crafts of Philippine culture, traditions and history, Islamic influences, Spanish heritage, and American legacies in education, business, modernization, and entertainment, as well as the indigenous practices, fiestas, and religious and social practices. For your activity 11, make your own parole design, applying the elements and principles of designs. Take a picture while you are doing your parole, and of course, you have to take picture of your final output and put it in a long coupon band. And now, congratulations everyone because we are now done with all our activities and lessons in our arts for quarter 1. See you on our second quarter lesson in arts. Bye-bye class!
Ayan. Okay, so hello, shout out dyan sa lahat. Ayan, pa-present. Tomorrow will be our last video class for our music and arts. By next week, we'll start with our PE lesson. Ayan, bye-bye sa lahat naman nandyan and sa mga team Scameleng. Ayan, pa-type naman dyan. Okay, say present and ayan, para ma-shout out natin. Mulberry, Riza, Cheska, pa-change ng profile mo kung hindi ka ma-recognize. Ayan, si Tres, si Madeline, si Rambutanti, ayan, si Tanggili Caballes, Tanggili Bourbon, Mulberry Riosora, Tanggili Mampay, Polmones. Ayan, say present na po tayo guys. And we will end our live na po with sana nakapag-subscribe kayo sa channel ni Dorothy Fam TV. Ayan, subscribe the channel of Dorothy Fam TV. Ayan. And bukas 1 p.m. po. Ayan, last video class. Last video class ng ating music and arts lesson. Ayan, bye-bye sa lahat. Alex, ayan. Dorothy, ayan, Tres, pa-attendance doon sa Scameleng natin. Okay, sa lahat naman nag-stay, thank you so much. And I hope may natutunan kayo with our video class. Ayan, do you have any question? Ayan, do you have any question, guys? Sa arts natin? Sleep well, ma'am. Ayan, sleep well din kayo, guys. Ayan. Okay, bye-bye sa lahat. And shout out dyan sa mga admins natin. Willia Florlo, Denyon, and 15 Alcantara with our founder, Chinese TV. Of course, yours truly and Krisha Marie Relampago. Ayan, bye-bye sa lahat!